Ooh, things that compete for attention and for things that compete with God for attention in my life. I would say in this stage of life, it's probably my husband and children, because they're great things that the Lord has given me, a family, but I can go ham on trying to control everything myself and control their lives and just, all of a sudden stop paying attention to the Lord. It's like, yes, I want the first few minutes of my day to be given to the Lord, but what if a kid wakes me up, right? And so then I have to balance, do they really have a need, or are they just like being used to interrupt the first few minutes of my day with the Lord? Because that has happened. And so I think throughout my life, what's competed with God for my attention has usually been things that are not bad, that are actually either good or acceptable. And those things get out of balance in my life. And so, yeah, that continues with husband and kids. That continues with even ministry. It's like you get so focused on what you're going to pour out, but you have to be like, you cannot be in the same way as you don't, when you exercise, let's say you eat however many calories a day. Well, when you go exercise, you burn like 250. Can you imagine burning 2,000 calories a day? Like in an exercise session is what I mean. Burning 2,000 calories in an exercise session and not eating anything else. It's like, no, you got to give your body more. And the same thing spiritually. I cannot be pouring out exactly what I put in. Like I need to have stored up time with the Lord so that I can pour out. So ministry's been another one. And so it's just things that are good and acceptable tend to try to compete with the Lord, because even they can become little idols on the shelf. Another thing that competes with God for my attention is, I would say, the things that I habitually go back to when I don't want to deal with emotions and I just want to escape. So that can be social media, that can be TV, that can be snacks. I mean, things like that, where as I have gotten older, I've learned, oh, Janice, you do certain things when you feel certain ways. If I'm feeling sad, and I don't want to delve into that, and I don't want to take that to the Lord, I might go scroll on social media. Just something brainless, just to, look at that happiness. I just don't want to deal with my own emotions. And what I should be doing instead every time is to take those emotions to the Lord and say, Lord, I'm feeling sad today, and I need your help with this. I'm grieving this. I'm grateful for this, and I'm grieving this. And what we find in Ephesians is that that's when we get peace. It's miraculous when we don't have to be anxious for anything. We don't have to be worried about anything. But actually, we can, with thanksgiving, make our requests known to God. Like supplication is not, I'm sad. It's like, start there and then go deep. What are you sad about? And give God your emotions like a counselor, because he is a wonderful counselor. And then I find that I don't run to those things that would compete with him in those moments for being my Lord and for being my rescuer and redeemer and counselor. Because social media can't really be a counselor, not like God. So that's another thing. TV is another one. So many things to see on TV, so much time to waste. You get the drift.